everydaytaichi. Everybody ready? Let's warm up. Hands at your waist, turn your neck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stretch your neck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Turn your shoulders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Expand your chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Waist exercise. Interlock those fingers. Stretch them up to the sky. Keep your arms closer to the ears. Turn at the hips and waist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Airplane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Touch toe. Same way you go down by touching, come up the same way by touching. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Turn your hips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Be careful. Shift your weight to the left. Kick your right foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. Shift weight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Kick your butt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Turn your knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Heisman now. It's going to be a brand new exercise for first timers. You're going to open up your span, parallel feet. You're going to put your right hand on the outside of the cross, and you're going to sit on your right side, okay? And sit down on that right. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're pretending that we're the Heisman Trophy winners. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Shift your weight, short one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shift weight, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, very good. So these warm-up exercises are not just any old set of exercises, but they individually do come from other martial arts type disciplines that we've just pulled from, okay? Okay, and in the Heisman, just so that we want to make sure that our warm-up exercises are done in a really good way, the best way we know, so that we can take advantage of whatever muscle that we are addressing. So Ken just reminded me that although when we do our Heisman, there's a tendency to come back like this, we know that that's a little bit incorrect, in that if you're sitting down on one side, you're posted this way. Why would you want to sit down and post yourself and throw off your posture by leaning the other way? Posting on the left, straight up, rather than making ourselves want to fall, okay? So some of this, just what I said, bears a lot on what we're going to learn in Tai Chi. In Tai Chi, it's an art, it's a discipline. So in those two words there, we're going to have to keep our level or our standard of performing or learning pretty high, okay? But, you know, we're in Tai Chi to relax. So we don't want to add extra pressure, but we do want to gain good knowledge and apply it to our movements. So the type of Tai Chi that we're going to be learning is called Yang style, Y-A-N-G, sometimes referred to as Yang style, but they're the same. Tai Chi, all over the world, the Yang style is the most popular, mainly because it's characterized by something rounded, something soft, something very continuous, and opposed to other forms that are more abrupt and forceful, okay? In all of Tai Chi, I believe that the health benefits are an advantage. Doesn't matter what style. The style is derived from different families with their surname to identify the form that they decided that was the form that they were going to pursue and promote, okay? So getting down to the actual movements of Tai Chi, we are going to be learning over the 15 weeks the 10 form, sometimes referred to as the 8 form, but there are actually 10 movements, but the 8, when they say the 8, title form 8, they're just leaving out some of the, couple of the movements. In doing Tai Chi and doing the movements correctly, we're required to have a posture, a certain way of carrying ourselves, which would promote good movements, smooth movements, and also address our core, and also address the energy, how to expend that energy, and how to recycle it, and then dispense it. So right away now, we're going to be learning how to be a golden cockerel. To be a golden cockerel is a bird who stands on one foot, okay? And yes, you say, well, oh my goodness, I never done this before. How can I even do it? So this is how we're going to learn. We're going to learn together, okay? We're going to take care of ourselves and not worry about the person next to us because they seem to be doing everything that, like they've been here before, and rightfully so, they have been here. Okay, so this is an intro class. To be a golden cockerel, we have to first relax our shoulders. So we're sort of like a semi-rag doll, so the shoulders are down. As a result, we realize that our middle finger touches the side seam of our pants. More than that, we find that our shoulders are not stiff, but rounded. There's a curvature in the back, as if we're sort of hunched back, okay? Sort of hunched back, which would allow our chest now to take a concave, a dip in it, rather than straight as a board. There's a slight dip. So we're in a semi-relaxed position. To get more relaxation, we're going to have to not lock in our knees. So everybody lock your knees so that you're stiff like a soldier, and that's not Tai Chi, but you're going to relax. Okay, so the knees then take a flex your knees, and you're a little bit more relaxed. As a result of all those elements, our butt now cannot be protruding out, nor can it be stiff, but it's semi-tucked under to keep all our chests concave, our shoulder rounded. What about our neck and our chin? Our head is really important. It has to be held up, suspended by a cable or a silk-silver thread from the sky. So at all times, our danten point, our center of gravity, goes through the skull, middle of our skull, through the middle of our chest, and 2 inches below our navel. The 2 inches below our navel is called a danten. So that is our center of gravity. So center of gravity takes care of centering us so that we are always erect. Put your finger up, your pointing finger up. This is your stance for your body. Straight up like this. Now tighten it up and say, I'm going to reach that sky. That's not Tai Chi. You're going to bring it down and say, relax like a rag doll. Okay? So that's a sensation you want to create it within yourself. Now, in Tai Chi, we don't want to fall, right? That's mainly why we are kind of in Tai Chi. So bend your finger forward. Anytime with any of those percentages of bending, that's incorrect. You want to always keep it up. What about bending to the side, either forward or towards you? No. What about the other way, where you're going to conk your head? No, you don't want that position, right? You want to be straight up at all times. So taking off on what we just understood, we're going to be a golden cockerel. In Tai Chi, there's always a substantial or weighted foot that allows the insubstantial or weightless foot to move. It takes its turn. Once it's insubstantial and able to move, it then becomes a substantial to allow the alternate foot to take its turn. So I want you to do what I ask you now, okay? But do it in precaution. Put your weight on your left. You're at 50-50, which is good Tai Chi posture right now, okay? We're going to shift our weight, drain it off of our right leg, put all of it on our left. Therefore, we are able to create a weightless foot and a weighted foot. This weighted foot is grounded. It's obeying gravity. It's keeping us safe. So then we're going to lift up our right foot and bring it up and bend it, and we're a golden cockerel. Come down, weight down that right foot, alternate it with the left foot coming up. One more time. Shift your weight, center and up, down, center and up. So we're saying, wow, that's not too bad, you know? It's not too bad. But then there are days when we say, wow, we can't get it up, we're kind of wobbly. So now we're going to see how we can support all the wiggling and all the unstableness that sometimes occurs. So we know that we're straight up. We know that we're in a semi-ragdoll position. We know that our center of gravity is 2 inches below our navel. So we're going to have to remember where that center is. While we were standing there just focusing on feet, we know that we're missing a very big component, a very big, important component. What about our hands, arms, and limbs? They were not doing anything. So how do they play into keeping us safe? Watch and see if you can determine how my golden cockerel is a little better. So you're saying, yeah, there's something that she's doing that may be keeping her a little bit more stable. Well, what is it? It is that I am gaining a little bit more stability by the positioning and the movement of my arms, my upper body, okay? One thing we're going to look at is the hand that comes, the right hand and the right foot almost play a partnership. While the right foot comes up, the right hand comes up. It also does not just come up to the side. It does not also come up to the side. It centers us to help us with our balance. Our foot, our knee comes to the center of our body. As a result, our hand, our arms come toward the center. Why the center? The center is where your core is, your strength, your balance. So you want to keep it in that center area rather than extend this way and then you don't know where your center is. Okay? Logical. We have two hands. What about that other hand? Does it just go to sleep? Does it just go to sleep? No, it has a bigger role. It counterbalances what our other hand is doing and what our body is doing. Watch what it does. It sits to the side, but it pushes down while the other hand rises up. It counters what the other hand does. Can we try? One centers in the front, one sits to the side and pushes down. Don't forget to bring that hand towards the center, bring that leg towards the center. We are working to perfect our golden cockerel. Over time, your muscles, your understanding will improve. So don't rush it, okay? Some days you're perfect. You're saying, oh my goodness, I must be doing something right. But every day you're doing something right if you can intake the knowledge and practice. But there are days maybe where you have to pull your concentration in a little bit more focused. And so say if you're wavering, hey, call attention to the 2 inches below your navel. Where is that gravity, that center? Okay, and everybody has to identify and know where that center of gravity is. So the movements, okay, watch now. I don't know if I can do this as well as I would like to, but it's not this. She said bring it in, she said bring it out. She said set it to the side, she said center it. There's something else beyond that. What's the difference with me doing it as correct as I can and that other one that looked more like a soldier? I am going slower. I am concentrating. I'm using my core. What's a core? Do you have a core? In Tai Chi, we're addressing our core, the center part of our system. We're using the power of the muscle strength that comes from the core rather than just doing a hand-foot motion. Okay, and if we are in here for health and for safety, we want to develop and identify our core. Okay, so remember that our mind is very forceful, it's powerful. In Tai Chi, the mind does not go to sleep. It helps us with thinking, stimulating planning and organizing what our movements are to do. It's active. I know that I need to shift my weight. I know that I have to bring one up, I have to bring it down and push down. I know where my center of gravity is. I know that Tai Chi is not up, down, no thinking. You could just do that automatically. You don't need a teacher, okay? So we're going to move on, okay? Because we're going to have this all the time. It's going to be worked into our warm-up exercise. But the main thing is to remember some of the importance of the other hand, the other foot. Let's just do two, okay? So we don't forget, and we're going to move on to something else. So we know that we're opening our span because we're going to have movement. Normally, when we start Tai Chi, our feet are together, okay? And we know that our shoulders are dropped, middle finger to the side seam of our pants. We realize that our back and shoulders are dropped and our back is curved, so allow our chest to dip in. We don't have locked in knees. We know that our head is straight up. We also know that our chin is not straight and parallel to the floor, but slightly dipped down, but not to the point where it's down this way. Our spirits, while we're doing Tai Chi or everything throughout the day, should be uplifted. So we can always remember that to help ourselves be positive in our outlook, we look out rather than down, okay? We look outwards, out into infinity. We think good thoughts. Why should we bring in not so good thoughts when we're trying to be peaceful and gain relaxation, okay? The face now. The face, you notice that I'm not smiling a lot of times unless something is, creating a stir. So the face in Tai Chi should be neutral. Neutral meaning not sad, not super happy, but just uplifted, positive, and serene, okay? Because that's one of the tenets in the 10 essentials of Tai Chi, okay? All right, we said that we would do 2 golden cockerels in our good Tai Chi posture. We're going to shift our weight to the left. Right now, we're 50-50, right? So we're going to move the weight from our right foot and shift it to our left foot. Okay, very good. Okay, so you want to take that piece home. I just want to give you one more example. Don't follow me, okay? Don't follow me. Why should this one be wrong? You see what I'm doing wrong? There's a disconnect. My upper body is not matching my lower body. My lower body and upper body should support each other. So they're simultaneous, synchronized movements, okay? And that sort of, we take for granted that that's implied, but sometimes we don't realize that there is a smoothness created when we synchronize your movements. So remember what I just said, because when we move on to doing actual more movements for our form, that plays a really important role, okay? So I want to kind of back off from really strict kind of formation and just kind of ease up on that. So yes, you're here to relax, but yes, you're here to learn something we feel that's very important if delivered and taught and instructed in the proper way. By that I mean we want to give you support in what to do to be safe, to do the movements correctly. We don't want you to come here and just learn Tai Chi just by following us, because we feel that there's no value in it. You need to know why you're doing something so that it can promote a standard which we feel is very important, okay? So, yes, we're going to have fun. Yes, it seems a little rigid right now, but we'll get over that. We want to get in and practice correctly rather than do something wrong and then go back and fix it, which to me is more difficult. Okay? In being a golden cockerel, we learned how to shift our weight and to support our movement. When we kick out, it is sort of the same. Okay, and you're going to watch. And it looks kind of easy, but it does require some knowledge as to what's going on. Why does it seem kind of easy for her, although it's not that easy for me? Okay, so we're going to learn how to kick out, because that's one of our warm-up exercises. So I'm at 50-50. I'm going to shift my weight again to the left foot. But how am I going to do that? I'm going to gather my energy, I'm going to center my energy, and then I'm going to follow it out. I shift my weight to the opposite side. This time my left foot's coming up, therefore my left hand is on the outside of the cross, and I'm kicking out. Alternating, right hand on the outside, following the right kick. Left hand on the outside, following the left foot. With my eyes and with my hand. Okay, now everybody's going to stop doing that and then kind of concentrate, okay? Because I know that you can do it. It's not that difficult, but what's more important is to learn why and how, the pattern or the requirements that we need to support our kick out. So first off, we're not looking for that high kick all those performers do. And we're not looking for a long duration, but we are looking for safety. You can't get that high and you can only kick this far. That's perfect. You're learning about your body. You're not putting pressure on your body. You're dealing with what you have, and everybody is different. So in Tai Chi, one of the most important benefits is that each of you will learn more about yourselves. What do I mean by that? You're going to know where your strengths are. You're going to say, well, I'm strong in this, but I'm not so good in that. But beyond that, you're going to learn how to improve the weaker movements. You're going to think through how you're going to deal with everyday activities. Not just physical activities in movement, although that plays a really, really big part, but it's going to help you with the planning and the mental planning and organizing of tasks, or even thinking through thoughts. Because Tai Chi is a discipline, and it's catchy. It's going to grow on you. When we do our kickouts, we are centering, okay? People are watching, and I know you know how to do it. You're centering. We said that if our right foot is ready to come up, when it's coming up together, and it's following right foot, right kick. Also, our head and neck turn towards the outward foot. Does that apply here? Yes. What does that other hand do? Does it go to sleep? Obviously, no. What does it do? Answer that by watching. What does that other hand do? It counterbalances. It counterbalances. It counterbalances. It does not come together. It counters opposites, okay? And that gives you more stability. So the hand that comes out, which is the hand that your foot, the right comes up, it follows that front, but the back hand has the harder, more important job to counter the front kick. giving you stability. If you did not understand that premise, then you would do this. What's keeping you from falling that way, right? All right, let's try that. Good Tai Chi posture, 50-50. We're going to shift our weight to the left to kick out with our right. We know that our right hand has to follow our right kick, and the left hand has to sort of be in the opposite point. Okay, not like this, but softly, okay? Here we go, 50-50, shift weight to the left, right hand, right foot up and out. Gather energy in a rounded semicircle, left foot, left hand, and counterbalance out. Gather energy, shift weight, center, and out. Okay, and my foot should come up at the same time my hands come up. And right now maybe there's some tension in your movements, but throughout our 15-week, you will find there will be developing some softness, which will then lend to better relaxation. And this is not something we normally do. We never stand on one foot and show the world, look, I can balance, okay? So this is brand new stuff. So you want to give yourself time. You want to soak in visually and mentally what you see and hear. Then you want to teach your body to be a better person, okay? Any questions so far? Everybody pretty much following me, right? All right. So we're going to get into something more complicated, okay? Because I know you're up for the challenge. So we're laying the groundwork to do good Tai Chi. Tai Chi involves both lower body and upper body. But the lower and the upper, or the upper and the lower, are equally important. They support each other. They have to be done in continuity and in sync. So can you see that if you learned both feet, lower body, and upper body together, it might get a little bit more complex. So what we're going to do here is separate the upper from the lower. Then we can see how each part of our body has a specific role, then combine them together to see how they support each other. Okay? Ready? This is good Tai Chi posture, okay? This is good Tai Chi posture. Show me your good Tai Chi posture. Okay, good. This is a T stance. I'm going to weight down my right foot. I'm posted. I'm obeying gravity. The left foot is insubstantial. It's weightless. It can turn. Can you turn your foot like I have? This is called a T stance. You can see why. All right, this is not a T stance, but this is a T stance. What's the difference? I'm locking in my knee. That's not Tai Chi. You're going to bear the weight on the right because that's the guy that's supporting you. You're grounded. You're strong. We're going to take an L stance. Listen first. When we take an L stance, we have to come out and to the side on our heel. Out and to the side. But we don't have to go out and to the side. Do you understand? Show me with your hand. We need to come out and to the side on our heel, right? Again, out and to the side on our heel in one motion. Here we go. Let's try it. See how well I communicate it. T stance, out and to the side on our heel. Got it? One more time. T stance, out and to the side. Good. Okay? Watch what I'm doing. She said, out and to the side. It's incorrect because I'm stretching myself. I'm not natural. I want to make sure that I'm comfortable in out and to the side. Give me a good out and to the side. Turn the back foot to a 45 degree, flatten both feet down. You're in a bow stance. Why a bow stance? The left foot is a bow, the right back foot is an arrow. It's pretty straight but not locked in the back foot. This is called a sit down, sit back. I'm still posted straight up. I'm in good Tai Chi posture. This is called a twist step on your heel, firming down, making that a substantial, bringing the right foot to a T. We're doing the other side. We know that there's symmetry in Tai Chi. This is a T stance. We want to come out and to the side on our heel, move the energy, flatten down. This is a bow stance. This is a sit back, sit down on that imaginary stool. This is a twist step, firm down. This is a T stance. This is an L stance. We want to turn the hips and waist to get into a bow stance. We want to sit back, sit down. We want to pivot, make that foot substantial to allow it to be a T, out and to the side on an L. Move the energy, bow stance. Sit back, sit down, pivot on a T stance. Okay, now you're going to watch me, okay? I know that you've tried your best and you've probably gotten it, but let's clarify that and make sure that we have it 95% done correctly. All right, so I'm going to show you while you watch what is proper alignment. T stance, L stance, bow stance. Here's my sit back, here's my sit down on that stool, here's my twist, here's my grounded, here's my T, here's my out and to the side, move the energy, adjust the back foot to a 45, bow and arrow. Bow stance, sit the back, sit down, twist step, shift my weight, ground myself, T stance, L stance, turn the hips and waist, bow stance, bow and arrow. All right, that's good, you say. I think that's what I got. I'm good. I like Tai Chi. Okay, good, I like that. I like the energy, I like the enthusiasm. I hope I'm not putting words in your mouth, okay? But here's an example of something sort of not so correct. T stance, L stance, bow stance. Sit back, sit down, twist step, T stance, L stance, bow stance. What's happening? I am playing to my outward foot. I forgot that I am a cable holding me and keeping me erect. What's going to happen? My head's heavy. I'm going to go down. Okay, so you want to, that's an extreme. This is where I'm supposed to be, okay? This is where I'm supposed to be, straight up. Remember that finger? But any little bit of going forward is still not good enough. You got to get it back up straight, okay? But not stiff now, just relax back, okay? When I use the word sit back now, don't take me so literally and sit back this way. I'm going to fall backwards. So all I'm saying is shift your weight, sit down, but pull back rather than forward, but not to an extreme. Okay, let's try that. Ready? Hands at your waist, good Tai Chi posture, T stance, L stance, turn the hips and waist, bow stance. Sit back, sit down on that stool, pivot, firm down, T stance, L stance, turn the hips and waist, bow stance. Sit back, sit down, pivot, firm down, T stance, L stance, turn the hips and waist, bow stance. Sit back, sit down, pivot, twist step, T stance, L stance, bow stance. Sit back, sit down, pivot, firm down, T stance. Okay, you say the rest. What did I say? Okay, so very good. So we have now, each of you has laid a platform in which you're going to build on. Then you're going to go back to your video, and that's why I need your email, because we're filming for two reasons. One, to put it on our website through YouTube, so you can review the lesson. And two, we're a volunteer producers going on 5 years now with Olelo, so these are their equipment. And we have a partnership with them where we get to use their equipment and take it home, edit it, bring it down to the studio for broadcasting, okay? You can read more about when the broadcasts are on my website, everydaytaichi.org, if you haven't done so already, okay? Eventually, maybe in at least a month or month and a half, this lesson will be broadcasted. But it'll be online probably in a couple days, or if not earlier, okay? So now you're gonna say, well, you know, I like hands. I see the people, you know, flaring out their hands and doing something that I think I wanna do. So let's do it now, okay? But remember what I said, that if our feet work were not firmly learned, when we put our hands together, we may flub everything up. But we'll think positive. We'll say, you know what, it's sort of duck soup. Let's go for it, okay? So here's our T stance, and we're gonna hold our ball. Hey, how do we hold our ball? Right hand on the top, about chest level. Left hand, like holding a cup or a ball, curved rather than a brick, say, and 2 inches below our navel. So we're centered. So we often use this to help us with balance. And everybody looks really good. Now watch me. I don't want this now, okay? I want this. What's the difference? I drop my shoulders, I center myself. This way I'm stretching out my chest. I want to bring it in, okay? A little bit down, 2 inches below your navel, right here, okay? All right, got it? Here's your T stance. Root it down. Your power and energy is on the back or right foot. You're going to come out on a T. You're going to bottom hand advances, and you're going to part the wild horse's mane. So that's okay. Hey, just copy and do it. That's fine. We're an intro class. Now we're going to sit back and sit down. We're going to pivot. We're going to firm down on the left. We're going to form our T, but we need better balance because we're balanced only on one foot. Therefore, our ball comes into play, our Tai Chi ball. Make your Tai Chi ball, chest and 2 inches. We're going to go on an L stance, on a heel, move that ball. Then we're going to split our hands. The bottom hand advances, so it comes forward, right hand, okay? At this point, you're in a bow stance, and you're going to say the tips of my fingers of the front to the tips of the finger on my back. If I were to draw an imaginary line, it would be a flying diagonal. Now you're going to sit back, sit down on that stool. You're going to pivot. You're going to be on one foot because you're on a T, therefore the ball comes into play to center yourself for better balance. And you're down and rooted because you have that energy and power. You're going to take it out into the side, move that ball, and you're going to bottom hand advance to split, as if you're going up the horse's mane and splitting his hairs. Sit back and lower, pivot. Here comes that one foot. Here comes our ball to save us. Out into the side, move that ball. Bottom hand advances to go up to the horse's mane. Flying diagonal. Sit back and sit down. Pivot. Hold your ball. Okay? Not too bad, right? That is definitely the third movement in our 10 form. We already learned one movement, which is golden cockerel, another movement, which is kick out. We learn another movement, which is parting the wild horse's mane. Okay, can I do 10 for you right now, okay? Those of you who want to follow me, maybe I'll say no this time, okay? Because you know enough and you feel that you know it well enough that you don't have to pick up something new. But I'm saying I'm a teacher, and I know even for myself, there's always room for improvement. So find that piece or that place that needs to be improved. So this is the 10 form. Okay, so that's what I hope to teach you, and we will think positive. Okay, so raise a hand. How many want to run it all the way through? Raise your hand, even though if you're brand new. Want to try it? Yeah, let's be game. Let's see if we can do it. And you know what? There's going to be times when you can't see my hand and you know, you don't know what to do. Make it up. It doesn't matter, okay? Everybody's in here to learn and improve. Have fun, like that laughter, okay? Learn more about yourself in a fun way, okay? So I'm going to turn this way. Very good. So you can see that you came back home, sort of, maybe a little further back, but that's the pattern or characteristic of yang ten form. You do end up in the same general area, but maybe a little further back. You didn't do anything wrong. That's the way it is. You also found that 10 form doesn't take too long, less than 5 minutes, more like 3 or 4 minutes, depending on the pace, okay? So in that nutshell, just like the nutshell that I gave you as a lesson, we hope that it will enlarge, get bigger, and blossom. And this is what I all hope for you. And I know that we're on a really good start. So hang in there, and I'll see you next time. Okay? Okay, good job.